welcome to Raccoon Point Studios. I'm Sean Bombs, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite setting from the Dream 65 by UAFX. It's a Fender in a box, if you don't know. It's been out for a year or so. Comes with an app that's utterly useless. If you like it, cool. I find it like, why is this app even here? You can do like two things with it. It makes sense for the aux stomp. For this pedal, I just don't get it. Other than creating presets, but like I'm the type of person that wants my amp to sound what it sounds like. I find it, that's the sound that I'm gonna use, and I don't touch it after that. So that's just me. You might want it to do 25 different amp sounds. Cool. For me, I just want it to be one. So that's what I'm sharing with you today. In future videos, I will compare it with the Strymon Iridium, the Line 6 HX Stomp, and some other stuff. So I have my Hoof Reaper from Earthquaker Devices. I have a digital delay DD3 from Boss and the Dream 65, and I'm going to share with you the setting. A lot of people complain that it gets dirty too quick, and the manual says if you put it on stock and the Oxford cab, then you will get the cleanest sound you can. So I messed around with it and found that I prefer the Oxford cab. So I like the green one, which is a 1966 4x10 Fender reverb, super reverb cab with the original CTS speakers, mic'd with a 414 condenser mic. I don't know what the original thing sounds like, and I really don't care. I like how it sounds here. So let's get into it. I'm going to play whatever and let you hear it, and I'm gonna actually start with the boost all the way down, and we'll see how clean this can be with the boost all the way up as well, and then I'll add the effects. Pretty clean if you ask me. So I found the trick for it is bass all the way up, treble doesn't go past noon. If you go past noon, you will get that breakup. It gets a little bit more jangly. Maybe not with the boost all the way down, you won't, but you'll see once I mess with it later. So I prefer under that. And it stays cleaner that way. Then you can mess with this level here. It's still clean. So now I'm going to mess with the boost, and I'm going to put it halfway up. So I did hear it start to break up a little bit there. I'm going to pull this input back to there and see what it sounds like now, if it lost anything. Whoops. Sounds pretty clean, but it did lose some body. So I'm going to turn the boost all the way up and leave the input level where it's at. So it's clean and it didn't break up or crackle. I'm going to turn this up a tiny bit on the input and see if I can still get it to not crackle. Sounds pretty good. So that's my sound. I mean, that's what I go for on my Fender Deluxe Reverb. Again, I will be comparing these. I know this isn't a Fender Deluxe Reverb take or whatever, but it's a Fender. So that's what I have. I don't have a Dream 60 or a Fender 65, whatever. I don't have that amp. Not gonna have that amp. This is the amp I have. So that's what I'll be comparing it to later. So now let's check it out with some delay. Alright, so now let's check out the fuzz going into it with this setting. And just for reference, I'll play the clean and then I'll kick on the fuzz. So that's how I set it for my Deluxe Reverb, my real amp. So, you know, maybe I would mess around with this a little bit to get it to react the same. A little bit more brighter there, you know. So not bad, not bad. I'll know more once I compare this with my real amp, and I'll have a video coming out with that at some point. But so far, I really like this pedal, and I do understand why some people don't like it because of that dirtiness that can happen if you don't set it just right. But I found that this setting, for me, works great. So for the cleanest setting, I recommend not going past 9 o'clock on this input volume and sticking with the stock and the Oxford red or green, but I found the green to be the fullest, and I like that mid-range that it has there. And the treble, don't go past noon, and you should be able to get it to sound not as tinny or break up as quick. You know, you will not have as much jangle on it. But if you're trying to pair it with distortions and fuzz and stuff like that, you know, it might be the best way to run it. So if you got anything out of this, hit the like, hit the share, hit the bell to stay notified. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.